Welcome, everybody, to some Ashes gameplay. We're going to change it up a bit today. I am going to start by having Chris do a little bit of a deck tech on his Rin deck that he'll be playing tonight versus my Koji deck. And just why he picked what he picked, because we've done a lot of deck builds together, and I really like the way he builds and what he goes through. So I will have Chris walk you through it.
So this is a new deck that I built this week. I've never built a Rin deck before, but what had inspired me to kind of go with Rin is the ice buffs. I really like that ice buff just makes everything a little bit stickier. Ice buff is right here. This gives everything +1 life, and you can play up to 5 of them on your dudes. So really lets you have dudes that are big and can kind of stick. And I don't usually build big dude decks, so I just kind of wanted to give that a try this week. To kind of complement that, I picked some allies. This is kind of an ally-centric deck. Um, I just wanted to go with big allies that could stick on the board or kind of do some extra things. So with for big allies, we start with Holy Knight. Holy Knight is really powerful. It can't be targeted by spells an opponent controls, so they can't hit you with a molten gold to get rid of it. They can't target it with like a 4 on an earthquake. They can't hit it with a fester, so it's really sticky on the board, giving it that extra life along with recover 2. It's probably going to be on the board most of the time. And then Grave Knight is just really oppressive. He's got the 4 attack. He's got to be blocked, and then he's got that overkill ability. So if you can keep his life up a little bit more, even like he just gets to be really nasty, especially if you get multiple copies out.
And he's
And then
awesome looking.
he's really cool looking, yeah. And then the last ally I have is not super beefy. It's Light Swordsman. But I picked Light Swordsman because it's a 1 dice to play it, so it's pretty cheap. You can play it as you play it as a side action, so you can potentially start out getting 2 units on the board, and then it's got that quick strike, or like you could play it out and then strike with it that same turn. And it's got that quick strike ability to kind of make it a little bit nastier. Have it deal less damage first, and then I figured with the ice buff, like you can't ice buff it same round, but you could potentially like swing with it, and then later on do a gravity training to make it beefier. On top of that, give it a +1 attack, +1 life, and then you've got a three attack, 2 life quick strike unit for relatively cheap. So that's kind of what I was thinking with the light swordsman to support the allies. Basically, then I'm running a lot of ceremonial. I was thinking to bring back the dudes if they do happen to die. And then I've got divine so they can just hit a little bit harder if they need to. I can use that power ability. To support them, I've got the gravity training to kind of double up as a stronger ice buff after the swing. Can only go on an exhausted unit, but then they are ready to go for a bigger hit next round. Small sacrifice is really there to exhaust units that I cannot deal with on the opponent's side, or if I need to, I can deal that 1 extra damage that might be to go in for like a 4 health unit. A lot of these, like the Holy Knight, starts off at 3 attack if you don't immediately give it an enhanced strength. So the small sacrifice can give that other unit just that 1 extra damage. They might need to kill it. uh, a lot of these allies require power sides, so Magic Siphon is there for dice fixing. It can double fix me or it can mess with an opponent. And then Sacred Ground is kind of a match dependent thing just to make them even a little bit stickier beyond what they would do normally on an attack. So it just gives them that armored, can do the side action to give them armored and then come in for the swing.
Very good.
So can make them really nasty. So that's kind of the ally and the ready spell support. And then so that's kind of the core of the deck. The rest of the stuff is just kind of support and matchup dependent. So Fester, I've got 3 of those in the deck. It's obviously just a really strong action spell out of ceremonial. Even if you deal 1 damage, so if you're dealing with an armored unit and you even get 1 through, you can fester it down. A meteor for clearing those large boards. I've got a couple of those in the deck. Just if we have a go wide board that's built out, that's going to be hard for some of our fewer big units to stick around. So the meteor can clear the board of those littler dudes, and my dudes are generally going to be bigger, so they could potentially survive the meteor. Adrenaline rush is for that extra swing. So the cool move you can do is swing with your dude, give it an enhanced strength, and then next turn go ahead and adrenaline rush so that they can come in again. So it's a few dice to do that, but that's kind of just a big swing, kind of that's almost like a game ending move if you can get that in.
Going for game.
Yep. Choke is more matchup dependent. I've
Love
seen it
choke.
be super powerful and I'm running ceremonial, so if they just have a really good Phoenix Born, or if it's really gonna mess with them, I figured run 1, 2 copies of choke just to turn that ability off, and plus you deal a damage. Rin's Fury is just a really powerful card, just wipes the damage and destroys the attacking unit.
Yep.
So it's just really good for that board control piece. And then Power Through is in there just to again make them a little bit beefier. And then it's got that overkill on it. I figured if I throw that in a Grave Knight, that's overkill too. So it's just going to make it um, a little bit worse for the opponent when they do block that Grave Knight.
Awesome. I'm excited to play it. I've liked a lot of the decks that you've built that we've played against, and this will be another interesting one. So we would call this a tall build versus a wide build. Would you say? And for people that
Yeah.
aren't familiar with those terms, just tall would mean your bigger units. Wide would be going with a bigger board presence, some more units on it. Um, with selecting a a Phoenix Spawn for your build, what was the main part that you went with Rin for?
I actually started with Rin because I thought, okay, so Ice Buff is really cool. It lets you get that extra health on dudes. Like, how can I turn that to my advantage, and what could I do to make my opponent's life harder with those ice buffs on? So, I just started thinking things like that. Kind of what led me to Meteor, and that led me to some of the bigger, beefier dudes to survive the Meteor.
Okay, excellent. And I'm not gonna go through mine, but I am running Koji. He's personally one of my favorite Phoenix Born that I have run ever since Chris made the very first deck back in 1.0 for me, and we've just kind of tweaked it, messed around it when we do our deck building sessions. I will I will change some stuff on it, so we'll see how it goes into your tall deck board.
Yeah, and I don't usually build tall, so it's kind of an interesting exercise for me, just to kind of see flex my play game that way.
Yep. Nope. It's good to do. I mean, I I was talking with a buddy that I play Force of Will with, and we're talking about how in America we always run super aggro decks, which I think there's some truth to that. So it is nice to change it up a little bit and go with a little bit different orientation. And I have my starting five. I don't know if they're the correct starting five that I want. Do I not have Sleeping Bear in this build anymore? Why did I pull Sleeping Bear?
Um,
I must have had a reason.
I think probably because you decided to go a little bit heavier into the status tokens would be my guess.
I believe you're right.
I think that's what we had discussed. And I'm just trying to decide what I pull in here for starting five against Koji, because I've got a lot of choices of things I could do.
All right, I got my starting five. I don't know if they're the best starting five, but they are the five I'm going with. So with the delay, it sounds like there will be more stuff available though when the release comes out. So I guess there's a silver lining to that.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of the 1.0 products that they were bringing up to 1.5 are gonna be kind of around the same time.
Yep, which will be nice.
All right, not sure my pick is the right as well, but we'll give it a go. Should we
You
roll some
only
bones?
learn one way, and that's
That's
by
right.
playing it out.
That's right. All right, let's roll some bones. See how we come out. I have got
Um,
one, two, three basics.
oh, you son of a bitch. We got to re-roll, and I had good dice because I have three
Oh,
as
I had good
well.
dice too. I've got three power sides.
Yeah, I had 1, 2 power sides.
I've got one, two, three, four, five basics.
0 basics.
Oh wow, nice roll. Nice roll. Okay. Well, it's on my ceremonial dice, which is not like the worst thing.
And you do have
Got
dice fixing, which you stated when we went over the
hmm
deck tech
Yeah,
part of the video.
kind of the reason I tend to put a lot of dice fixing in my stuff, especially if it needs a lot of power sides.
Yeah,
So
that lesson, I'll tell you, lesson my son learned playing X-wing is he complained one time about he was getting bad rolls, and there is no such thing as bad rolls, just bad builds. So you need to have a build that mitigates bad rolls, and when you can dice fix in this game, that mitigates a bad roll.
that's right. All right, we're gonna go main action. Started off with a power side, a class side divine, and a basic. And we'll go ahead and play out a Holy Knight. And then we'll go side action to attach an ice buff to her.
I got that song "Holy Diver" when every time you say "Holy Night," it just immediately triggers in my head.
Oh, Holy Knight.
No, I was thinking
Let's see.
"Holy Diver, you're the one." You know the rock song.
Uh, no, that must be a generational difference.
It is a
Okay.
big That's like what 70s, 80s rock right there. One of my favorite genres of music. So
Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, Jason's old.
I am
Let's
old.
throw that out there.
You
All
know
right,
what's? Do you know what a proud moment for me is? Is that my 15-year-old son loves that kind of music too because of me.
that's fantastic. That's good. All right, so that's main side for me. It's all you.
Over to me. So we will start out. We're just gonna start nice and slow because that's what I do, and we will uh, play spell and pass turn to you.
Cool. We'll go main action, class sympathy die, play out magic siphon.
I have to have these out, otherwise I forget about these. So I'm just gonna steal
Oh, that's
these
fine. Yeah, go for it. That's what they're there for.
because
I'm gonna
I've read the comments. I miss using my dice effects, and they're strong.
go.
So I am gonna
Yeah.
have them here, so I don't forget. I do read, sometimes poorly.
And then side action, I'm gonna go ahead and use magic siphon. I'm gonna fix a couple of my dice. I'm gonna go 6 and 6 like that.
Magic Siphon just sounds weird. Yeah, that's not bad at all right there. And that is a oh, that's so good. You can play it and use it on your turn. There's something to be said about
Yeah.
cards that you can double use on one turn like that.
Yeah. So I mean, there's either that one or it's kind of always the big question: do you use this one or do you use a changing winds? And changing winds, I kind of always go with if I want the card draw. This one is a little bit cheaper to get out, so I went
Cheaper
with
and
this one.
instantly effective, especially early game with with a go tall strategy, you don't want to be behind.
Right,
Over to me, sir.
you got it.
Once again, in my typical play style fashion, I'm just starting slow and easy and passing back to you.
So we got a creeper and a spirit there. All
Yep.
right, we are gonna go. Main action, gravity training.
Yep.
No side.
No side. What do we want to go with here? Man. Let's get a creeper up in here. Was that your nickname in high school? The creeper? No?
Very nice.
And I grabbed the wrong one. I should have grabbed the biter in my opening hand. That was a huge mistake. I'm so upset with myself right now.
Oh, you didn't grab biter?
No, I grabbed the
I
wrong.
thought you would
I
easily
grabbed the
do that.
wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one.
That's all right.
All right for you, not all right for me. That's kind of crucial to my strategy.
All right. Main action, small sacrifice. No side action.
Just a small sacrifice to play there, huh? Let's summon a mirror spirit.
A 0, is it 0/1 mirror spirit?
That sounds right. Or is it 0/2?
I don't remember.
0/2. And side action, let's just go ahead and throw a status token on him, see how long that stays out there.
2. Okay. All right. I pass.
Oh, really? Um, let's go. How many dice do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have enough. So that it doesn't matter. Go there. Status token on him.
I always forget how like sticky your units are in this deck. Like almost everything is 2 life.
Says a guy with a 4 life creature on board.
It's only one of them though.
I'll pass.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go side action, play a light swordsman. Main action, swing at light swordsman at your temple elder. Koji gonna block or guard.
Hmm. Boy, that's tough decision. You have no cards left. What do you got on your spell board here? Strength conjuration. You can attach to her to really do some damage. Yeah, we'll block.
Okay, so you'll take 2.
Yep.
Down to 14. That's how we do it.
Just like that. Just like that.
All right, it's over to you.
That's not ideal for young Koji. Oh, Eve. Let's string mage it up, huh?
Oh, she's super good. She's real good.
And that side action. Let's move a status token to her.
Okay.
Is that what I want to do? Yeah, you're gonna swing into her right away, which is gonna suck. All right. Yep. Past. Um. Yeah. Past turn.
We're gonna go main action, swing at Holy Knight. We're gonna go swing at the String Mage.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. So she's dead.
Will you counter?
What do you mean counter? Oh yeah, yeah. Of course I'm gonna counter because she's gonna die. Sorry.
It's 1 damage, right?
Yeah, she ain't that strong.
Okay, so that's main action for me. Side action, I'll go ahead and spend a Divine Die, and we'll attach an Enhanced Strength to the Holy Knight. Sorry, we'll put an Enhanced Strength on the Swordsman, actually.
The swordsman. All righty then. We will, because it's back to me, correct, sir?
Yep.
Let's go to. Oops, sorry. Wrong game. Two. I'm going to declare attackers 3, 4, 5.
5.
Side action. I will spend 2. And then we'll just remove the status or the exhaustion token from Temple with Lick Wounds. So just these 2 will be exhausted.
Nice.
Pass
Okay.
turn to you.
Yep. Pass.
I'll swing with Temple Elder.
Phoenixborn.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me look before I make that decision. Holy Knight's +1 right now, so I can't kill it. And so next turn you have 5 guaranteed coming in. I feel like maybe the smarter decision. I will. No, I'll. Oh, it can't attack back, right? Because it's exhausted.
Cannot. Nope.
And that gives it 1 attack, 1 life, which makes it a 3/2, which won't matter. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to swing Elder into you. Oh, but you can block anyway. I'll swing it. I'll attempt to swing it into Light Sword.
Go
Yep. All that decision making when you had already decided. The
All right.
decision
All
had
good.
already been made for me.
That's right. All good there?
Yeah. Did you like all that for nothing?
I did. All right. My end, I'm gonna go main action, ceremonial, exhaust, small sacrifice. I'll deal 1 damage to a Holy Knight and deal 1 damage to your Mirror Spirit.
Okay.
All right. Anything on your end?
Nope. I'm good for next round if you are.
Okay. I don't have any stuff left. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go
you have
ahead and
nothing to bring this out, so
I'll
yeah.
recover. Shake both those wounds. I thought about taken Meteor in my starting hand, and then I decided, well, maybe I could. It'll make more impact later. So
Oh, I need a seedling. I didn't grab a seedling.
I should be in here. Oh, there we go. Well, that's a decent roll. That's a
I don't
bunch of
want to
class
hear that.
sides.
I don't want to hear that.
Bunch, almost all class sides.
So, know what I've noticed, and people can comment on if I'm thinking this right. I feel like you want to use to have an effective turn. You want to have no cards and no dice left at the end of your turn. Am I right or wrong in thinking that, or is it just? Do you think it's heavily dependent on the deck you're playing?
Well, I think like most games, you want to have a backup option if there's a board wipe or something. Like so maybe one card left,
Okay.
but I think if you're being efficient, yeah, you're using your all your dice and all your cards, right?
Yep. All right. I will roll mine up. Oh, it's pretty disgusting not getting a power dice and just a bunch of basics. Going second and rolling all the basics is way worse than going first and pulling all the basics.
So I was in my car the other day running to the store, and I was thinking how fun it would be to have a coffee mug with that symbol on it, like the basic symbol, and then just have it say basic bitch.
Now,
And then
I think that would be
or
cool.
you could put it
That be
or
your play mat.
you could put it on a t-shirt and then have like Brennan sipping a latte or something.
I want a play mat now
Or
that says basic bitch. Oops, I just rolled that to a
Nameen sipping
power.
a latte, I think actually would probably make more sense.
All right. I will draw up and see what we can do here. That is what we needed. I will get her out right away because we need it. Summon a biter.
Okay.
Pass
We're gonna
turn.
go sure. We're gonna go main action, power, divine, basic. Bring out a Grave Knight. And
The
then we're gonna
knight
go
is grave.
side action, give it a nice buff.
What kind of buff you getting? A nice buff? Is that what you said?
A nice buff.
That's a nice buff you gave that one.
Sure nice.
All right. What do we want to do here? Oh man. Your board is something I don't want to deal with right now. That's what I know. That is what I know is that board is something I do not want to deal with.
Not
So,
super nice. Yeah, so the Grave Knight right now is a 4/4/2.
so um I think we just need to summon a biter right now. Is what we need. We need our own board state, something that can absorb a blow. So we're gonna put a biter out.
Cool.
And I don't. Yeah, we'll side action put a status token on my seedling.
Cool. Koji's ability, right?
Yep. I better put a little make him tired here. He's all tired out. He's all tuckered out now.
We're gonna go main action light swordsman into your biter.
Just like that. You're just gonna straight up swing into my biter.
So it's 3 with quick strike into your biter.
Well, he's just dead. Because even if
Unless
I
you guard.
fight, what's that?
Unless you guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't guarding. No, I don't have that kind of health. So he's dead.
Um, Side action, I will go ahead and use Magic Siphon. We'll go. That's a lot of basics you have over there. Wow. Okay. Uh, we'll go flip this into a power, and we'll flip one. Let's see. This one into a power. All you.
Jungle Warrior.
Jungle Warrior.
We will pass it back to you.
Okay. Grave Knight at your Phoenix Born. And you have to, it has to be blocked if able.
Which I
So you
can't
have to
block,
choose
right?
something to block with it.
So I do need to block with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll block with the Jungle Warrior.
Okay. So assuming okay, so she's gonna deal 2
Yep.
to the Grave Knight, and then it's gonna die,
Yep.
and then Overkill hits first, so you're gonna take a damage from Overkill,
Yep.
and then your inheritance will happen.
Status token.
Okay. That was main action. Side action, we'll go ahead and do a gravity training on that Grave Knight. So for those at home, that's a that's a 5 attack, um, 5 life unit right now.
And
Recover 2.
that's gross. Over to me again, I would assume.
Yep.
Oh. I wish I could say I'm in a good spot right now. I really do. I need to. This sucks. I'm going to meditate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of one of my mirror spirits because it's not doing me any good this round, which sucks. Do I want to do that? Hold on. I can't. I need to have the focus one. I got to get rid of a biter. Spell. Oh, my goodness. This is bad. I got to do something. I need to. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. I don't want
You
to do
always go from the
that.
top of your deck too if you want to play that game where you can
Yeah. Uh,
ready spells from your spell board if you
um,
want to.
I just don't know what to do here. I'm going to just summon a biter, and then we will meditate. No, I'll meditate next. I'm too scared to meditate still.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. We're gonna go.
No power symbols is killing me right now.
We're gonna go main action, power, divine, basic. Play out another Grave Knight.
Oh,
No side action.
Oh, I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. That is gross. Why would you do this to me? All right, we got things we can do. We're okay. We're fine. Everything is fine. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna meditate.
Okay. Ooh. Bye
See,
bye.
that's why I was so scared to do it. And then we will just turn this into a power symbol and spend one of those and a basic and bring out
Another
another
biter.
biter.
Sweet. All right. Seems good.
It does seem good. I don't like. That's why I didn't want to meditate off the top of the deck. It's such a scary meditate. You know,
Okay,
you,
we are gonna.
you know you like your deck when you don't want to lose a single card.
All right, absolutely. All right, so we're gonna go main action. Sorry, side action. Power sign and basic. We're actually gonna spend this. Oops, sorry. We're spend this as a basic instead. No, actually we're not. We're gonna do what I decided originally. We're gonna play a general adrenaline rush. Gonna deal 1 damage to my light swordsman. Take an exhaustion token off of it. And then we're gonna go swing at your biter with the light swordsman
Oh, this is so bad.
for 2.
Yeah, well, there's not much I can do about it because he's got quick strike, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so he just dies.
Is that the second time you used that or the first time this
That
turn?
is number 2 because I just brought this
Okay.
one out.
All right.
It's so bad. I'm not liking the things you're doing to me right now. It's a tall control board. That's what you have, a tall control
You,
deck.
we've talked about this before. Like every deck in Ashes, I feel like feels like a control deck of some sort.
It is. I think you're right there. I think they're it just inherently is a control-y game. And I think they do that. They don't want somebody just to go craziness.
Well, and I speculate that's because of the mana system. Like everybody has like their static mana.
Let's
Or,
go. I can't do that one. That sucks. Let's go Mirror Spirit. Pass.
cool. So he's too big, or
He's nothing right now. Oh, for exhaustion. Yeah, so only 2.
okay.
The simple things in life that I forget sometimes. It's all right. And there's nothing else I can do, sir.
Okay. Grave Knight at your Phoenix Born.
I will block with my seedling.
Okay. So it dies.
Right, and then I sprout, right?
Well, it's 4. Yeah, he dies. And then nope, they don't sprout.
Oh, I thought I had to kill him. No, I did the wrong thing. So I need to block with somebody else. I need to block with Mirror Spirit to die.
Okay. All right. So
He's
it's gonna deal 1 back to him.
Yep. Why?
Okay.
Why do I forget? See, that's what happens when you don't play a deck for a while. For some reason I thought Seedling I had to get the status tokens on, then he dies. That is not the case.
And that'll go 1 at your
You
Phoenix Born too for the
have you been
deal.
wondering why I haven't bringing out the Brilliant Thorns? Like, what is he doing over here? It's because I'm being
Yeah,
a
I've been wondering
moron.
that.
It is nothing else besides that. So he's gone.
Yep. And then we'll go um no side action.
No side action. All right, so now that I read my card again, we'll get rid of it and bring out the Brilliant Thorns.
Yep, that's kind. I figured that was coming. So
Should have happened a little bit sooner, but that's all right.
I could have tried swinging at the um Brilliant Thorns directly, but then like you could have just taken it with Koji, but
Right.
the seedling. But
All
figured I might
right.
be in a better position a different way. So
Your turn, sir.
pass.
You have to pass. 3, 6. Yeah, because I got lethal sitting on board, so you have to pass. Um, and what do you have sitting on board? What other tricks do you have back here for removing exhaustion? If targeted units are unexhausted, you place that. Yeah, I feel like we just swing now. We bring in the house at the Phoenixborn for 10.
Okay, I block one of the 3-ers.
Yep. So 7.
Yep,
And that kills my. Well, it's going to be dead anyway, but it kills it for sure
yep.
now. Back to you.
Yeah, I pass. Oh,
We.
hold on.
Ooh.
I gotta decide. Hold on.
You might want to do something over there.
No, I pass.
So, how do you handle a lick wounds? Side action, remove, main action, swing.
I just die is what happens.
You didn't have another body to put out there?
I didn't.
That was some dumb luck. I dumb lucked into this win. I'm gonna say.
That was good. So yeah, I had to make some bad choices. Like the
To
board
keep the board
went
state
too
down
wide. I mean, I think I almost just have to pull the meteor right away
and have it ready.
to deal with this matchup, just to like have it ready to go. Even if I don't play it on turn one, I have to have it to deal with the wide board. Okay.
This board goes
Um,
so wide so fast, it's ridiculous.
it does. It does. And I think just the meteor would have got me the reset I needed. I also think that even like a Rin's Fury might make sense to run
And
in the
is
starting
and you have
five.
to. Otherwise, the only other thing you do is try to kill the seedling before the 2 status tokens are on, to try to not allow the brilliant thorns to come out.
Yeah, and my problem is I drew into a Fester and a Choke, which
Which
are
is
not like it's not appropriate for the matchup, either one.
no, choke is probably like, I love choke, but it's really not good at that point in the game in this matchup.
Well, this is one of the problems with Ashes, right? Like you can't sideboard.
Right.
So that is in there to deal with other situations where the Phoenixborn opposing Phoenixborn might be more of a problem. And I didn't really see Koji's thing as too much of a threat.
No.
Um,
It's
so
1 damage per round is all it's doing.
it's more for switching off things that can be really annoying, like Victoria, which is gonna fuck with your dice pool,
Yep.
or like turning off Noah, not or sorry, not Noah, not Noah, turning off
Cole.
Cole, or even like turning off Brennan so it can't hit you for 2.
Right.
So, but it's in this matchup, it's almost inconsequential, right? Because like the status tokens are going to add up anyway. Like one more isn't going to make or break you. So just bad draws on my end. I think next time I would just pull the meteor in the starting 5, maybe not run the small sacrifice in the starting 5.
Okay.
I just roll with meteor. I started with swordsman, holy knight, gravity training, magic siphons, and small sacrifice. I think I'd probably drop the sacrifice and hold the meteor for the next time.
I like for this game, I don't think it would be absolutely broken to have a 3-card sideboard, a 4-card. You don't have to have a huge sideboard, but 3 to 5 cards wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you could house rule maybe, but
Right. Well, it's with any
I
game. You can make we can make our own house rules we want as you go.
I do kind of like the fact that you have the static deck and that you have to prepare for some of those situations. So I don't really mind that there's no sideboard.
Right. It's just you do get some dead cards in certain matchups.
Yeah, this is a blowout. I think I just need to play it smarter, and that just goes down to my
First
inexperience.
in first time playing a deck, it seems like a lot of times the first time we play a deck, it doesn't go the way we want it to go because you just don't have all the input you need to decide opening hand. And now you can go back and figure out what cards. I think your board state was fine. You just needed, like you said, just need to deal with the wide board with one of those cards, and you'd have been fine probably.
Yep. So I had the answers, just didn't pull them.
Yeah.
Well done. That Koji deck is still really solid.
It's my favorite deck. You created this. This is legitimately the first deck that I played on TTS with you that you created for me. We adjusted it once, and with everything that I've made, everything we've played, this is still my favorite deck. With 100% my favorite deck. So.
Oh, that's nice praise. Thank you. And I'm gonna flip the board in frustration.
Awesome.
Bull crap.
Hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope you liked the deck tech at the beginning. If you like the deck tech, let us know because I'm a big fan of it. I like to hear why people make the decisions they make while they're building decks. And it was good to see Chris's input. And as you see, even though this deck lost, going through it, we know exactly what to do for the next time in this particular matchup from your starting hand. So it just helps everybody become better players and make better decks. Cool. Anything else, Chris?
That's all. Thanks everybody for watching and for joining us. Feel free to subscribe to Yotes. He does a lot of different stuff. But
I'm all over the place.
We do ashes. We try to do it every week. So
awesome. See you guys next week.